Hi, my name is Charlotte Benshoff, and I'm going to be talking about when Britney Spears violated her social contract during her infamous 2007 into 2008 breakdown. So, Britney Spears was a child star who started out acting on the Mickey Mouse Club from 1992 to 1996. And then in 1998, she started her solo career. She her debut album was Baby One More Time, which was incredibly successful, topping the charts for multiple weeks, and it also won her a Grammy. Over 25 million copies were sold worldwide, making it one of the best-selling albums of all times. And then in 2000, she released her second album, Oops, I Did It Again, which also had similar success, which really is what catapulted her from, just fame to really this concept of mega stardom in the pop music industry. So Britney's career and image was highly manipulated and controlled really from day one. Something that a lot of people don't know is that Britney, her actual real voice is very deep and soulful, and it actually sounds a lot like Christina Aguilera. But because both of them were releasing debut albums around the similar time, 1998, Britney's record company, Jive Records, they were worried that they didn't want them to have similar sounds, so they really pushed to just create this image for Britney that was just sexualized, despite her only being 17 at the time, and they really worked to change her voice from, what her true voice sounded like, to the sort of very distinctive, artificial voice we're familiar with Britney singing in today. They ultimately made these choices because they, were all about branding, and they wanted to give her a unique brand, and this was what they knew the public wanted at this time. So things really went on from there, until, and she was, just a lot of the problems in her life, I think, were building. Little things began happening in sort of 2005 to 2006. She had some very short-lived, impulsive marriages. She was making questionable parenting choices, and partying a lot with Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan, who were very much viewed by the public as sort of bad girls and sort of bad role models to be seen with. And then finally 2007 came along, and after years of being worked like a dog and not being able to produce the music she wanted to, or even to the point she wasn't being allowed to see her children, she really snapped. And this is what, really is sort of the really infamous parts of this that all of us know from seeing in the tabloids, when she shaved her head, when she attacked the paparazzi's car with an umbrella, and there were a bunch of other incidents. And finally, she was hospitalized against her will by her parents, and a conservatorship was granted to her father and her lawyer, which is like a guardianship for people who are deemed unable to make decisions in their best interest. So the public response to Britney's meltdown is very interesting, whereas a lot of times when the fans turn on female celebrities when they break this social contract, it's usually they respond with apathy and hatred, whereas with Britney's, we kind of all just watched with this fascination, and really just totally consumed the tabloids, and which was what they wanted, and what caused this sort of media obsession with her to continue, because there was this public demand for it. And we really just sort of, instead of seeing these cries for help, we looked at it as, a joke and something to laugh at. A good example of this would be her 2007 VMA performance, which was very not what we were used to seeing from Britney. So today, Britney has really had, in a sense, a comeback. And today, Britney has a sellout show in Las Vegas and outwardly appears to have, sort of come back into the public's favor. But an important question that a lot of people are asking is this what Britney really wants? There's been a lot of murmuring online about Britney and the suspicious circumstances surrounding her father's conservatorship, which, despite the fact that her mental breakdown occurred over a decade ago, he still has complete control over her life. Fans are now concerned that, in regards to this conservatorship, Britney doesn't have any control over her finances or her career or how much she works. And the hashtag Free Britney hashtag has been appearing all over the internet from Britney fans hoping to educate the general public about what is going on in the pop star's life, which has really spurred a lot of sympathy for the pop star and possible has made people really go back and think about things that were likely occurring in 2007 and really giving her more empathy, and people are trying a lot harder to understand what she was likely going through at that time.